Hey, what's up, guys? I don't know if you guys can hear me, but anyways, here we go. This is Koi Koi here speaking, support player for New Wave Gamer. Also to make a vlog. Basically, wanted to give you guys an update about what we've been doing and everything. So recently, um, as you look into the standings, we just actually got squeezed out of the top 32, which was very disappointing. We were top 25 at one point before we lost our match, and then we would have made it into the Alienware tournament. But it's not a big deal, anyways. It was fun while we lasted. You know, we did better than expected. I just wish we played more games together, practiced more, things like that. And let's see about League Legends, or my background in general is I used to play. I play all the roles. Possibly jungle is my weaker role. I don't play jungle that often. Top is I used to be really good at top, but then I stopped playing it, and then top's meta completely shifted, and I like didn't really catch on to that. So, but I can get back into that shape if I really wanted to. Um, my main role is usually actually AP mid, but since we got Solaris, who's better than I am at mid, um, then he plays mid for us. But usually when you see me playing, I'll usually play mid, I'll play support, I'll play any role, and sometimes I'll throw in like meta changers, like I'll just play like Ezreal top or something like that, and people think I'm trolling, but I'm not. In terms of the game itself, I feel like um, it's getting big, and the community is huge. I'm just hoping like when season 3 rolls around, uh, a lot of things will be cleaned up. I feel that I don't really care about the talking in the game. Like, if you can't handle it, I think you shouldn't play. And I feel that also that, you know, all the people who are complaining and don't have a valid reason to, like, they should figure out exactly what they're doing wrong. Like, I complain a lot. I know. I talk a lot. I make mistakes, just like everyone else does. I try to like, capitalize on other people's mistakes. I try to direct my team in a winning fashion, but if nobody listens to me, it's kind of hard. So you just have to prove it, like when you're playing, that you can do it. And I feel like those are probably the most important things. I mean, in a game, just talk. Like I feel like talking helps. If no one talks on the team and then something bad happens and everyone starts talking shit, it's not gonna help. But if you talk in the middle of the game, like encourage your teammates. First blood, hey, you know, good job, you got first blood. Stealing something, hey, good job. You know, timing stuff for your teammates, telling people where wards are, everything like that. Then you give your team like a sense of leadership, and people understand you more. Um, and that's one way to improve on gameplay for yourself and to make the game a better experience. In terms of playing different roles, I think if you're playing ranked and you want to carry yourself out, support's hard, but it's possible. I raised 200 elo playing support, um, but currently people are really bad at 80 carries, and I was lucky enough to have really good 80 carries with me, so we usually carry out from our lane, and top lane usually does really good too. I feel that overall, I think top lane and mid lane are the strongest lanes to carry from, but a lot of people say jungle is too, and I haven't played that much jungle, so I wouldn't know. I know I feel that top is the strongest lane. Like if you have a top laner that's really competent and can carry it, like carry top lane and do really good, then they can roam more. And when they roam more, we can steal more objectives and stuff like that. So it's very important. And so I feel like top is a huge game changer. It's like to set the pace of the game. Um, but I still suggest I still think playing mid probably is the easiest to get out. Just because mid, you can control other lanes at the same time as you're controlling your own. Like, I'm not one of those gank-oriented mids. I'm more of a farming mid that also, like, that contributes more in a team fight than anything. Well, I do gank occasionally. I'd like to play characters like... I love Morgana. She's my favorite character. Um, and, you know, she's pretty good at ganking, but she's also really good at lane control, and she's anti-gank. So if I control my lane, I usually try to make it easier on my other lanes. So when I play mid, I push all the way to their tower and fight underneath their tower the whole time, forcing their jungler to come to me. And if their jungler is really like fast, then I get an early level of shield, and then so I can run out with the shield. If not, then I just continuously push, and when they come, I still use the shield, stop the incoming CC and everything, and it works. And this way it takes off pressure from top and bottom, and our jungle, because if their jungle is constantly in my lane, their jungle is going to be behind and farming in their jungle, so counter jungling is a lot easier for him. And also I can steal stuff from their jungle too at the same time if their ganks fail. Even if I die a few times, it's worth it overall, because if other lanes are getting fed because our jungler is ganking other lanes, and their jungler has to be like sitting at my lane, then we're gonna have more advantage up at top and bottom, and therefore we can win game. My own background in terms of gaming, let's see, I play League of Legends a good amount. I came from playing Dota and Han, where I usually played tanky roles, and I usually sometimes carries. My characters my characters I love to play were like, I like to play like Treant. I think he's a huge game changer in a fight. Like, he can put wards everywhere around the map. And like basically have really good map control, and then his ulti is a huge team fight kind of deal. So I really liked him. Another character, like in Han, I played Pestilence a lot, which was Sluddar. He was really good. I played him, like, you can play him like 4 different builds, and he's really strong. I played a little bit of Dota 2. Who was I playing? I was playing the equivalent to Andromeda. I keep forgetting her name, like, I think Vengeful Spirit or something, I'm not too sure. You might have to correct me on that one. But yeah, I play her support. I used to play her agility carry on Han, but in Dota 2 she's a better support character, and she's more support oriented, so I play it that way. Buy wards all day. But yeah, outside of that, the current meta in League of Legends in general, I feel like it's really static. Top bruiser, AP mid, jungle, and then AD and support at bottom. I feel like there's going to be a meta shift coming in soon, especially with these new characters. Like characters like Jace, I feel like Jace is really strong as a counter to multiple lanes, so you can play him multiple ways. And same with Nidalee. Like, those two characters have like the same style. They can play multiple, like, AP or AD, or rather Jace can be played top or bottom, and Nidalee can be played top mid. And like, I feel like we're gonna shift if we do shift into Korean meta style, then I feel like the League of Legends gameplay is gonna be, I think like Korea is gonna gain a huge advantage on us. And I've seen a lot of Korean play. I've talked to MacNoon, like, on Reddit and everything, and he's telling me like they play more aggressive, and they flip a lot. They like do two top, 1 mid, 1 bot. And I understand more of like the 2 bot than the 2 top, because you want to protect Dragon. But I can also see if you have like 2 top, then your top can free farm like better at the same time. But it's just really dependent on how we play and everything, in the team compositions. I feel like in the future, like, in terms of bans and stuff like that, like, I don't see current warrant for certain bans, but there's a lot of bans that people don't do, that I do, that people don't understand. Like, you don't really see a lot of people banning, you see a lot more people banning Twisted Fate in higher elo. And that's because his ganks are just really strong at level 6, because he can teleport across the map. And that's why I usually ban him. I mean, the Alistar jungle is really strong, so most people start banning him now. And then, I'm not too sure about anyone else. Like, I just ban whatever. Like, Warwick is really strong in lane. He's hard to beat. He's hard to gank. And so I feel like eventually, like, sometime down the road, I think near the end of season 2, there's going to be a huge meta shift, especially with the worldwide competition coming in, and we have the season 2 championships like World Elite, and then all the Korean teams, and then the American teams. When we pit everyone together, it's going to be like, it's going to be pretty intense. Let's see, in terms of builds and stuff, I usually have like certain builds I usually stick with. Like most characters, that you can get away with very very simple builds, and just, and I feel like people shouldn't judge upon other people's builds based on not having the experience on them. Like if you build, if you like to build a certain way, if you have a reasoning behind it and it's against a certain lane, it works, then it's really strong. I mean, it works for you, and it, like, wins you games. Just stick with it. Don't do stupid uh don't say, like, don't get discouraged when someone tells you it's bad. Just let it fly and be like, I'm still carrying, like, I'm doing good, so this build is working. Like, if you build, differently from standard guides nowadays, like, people say it's not meta or anything, just say, just let it play out. Like, later on, if it doesn't work, then you can get on them about it. But usually there's a reason why people build certain ways, and don't follow a guide 100% anyways, because you're not that same person. If you don't play like the person, I wouldn't read their guide. Like, I read their guide for inspiration, but I usually don't read guides. I only read guides, like, if I have no idea how to play a character, so I can see what kind of skill order they do, and I test it out and see if it works. And if it does, then congrats, I followed a guide. But usually I figure out a system that works for me, and that's what most people should do. And I feel like nowadays, like, all these games, just because you do something different, people get on you on it. Just do whatever is comfortable for you, and as long as you can prove it, then it's fine. If you can't back it up with anything or any situation, then it's pretty stupid. Like, I mean, I'd advise not to do it, but if you want to, you can. I mean, it's your own game. You want to have fun in your own way, that's fine. Just, like, I'm tired of seeing, like on the Facebook group League of Legends Friends, like, I see a lot of people, like, trolling other people. So, like, I mean, I troll a lot for sure. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows me as the number one troll in A. But I mean, there's a reason why I do it, because I mean, if people don't understand it, they don't have a reasoning for it, they don't have a valid argument for it, and I start trolling them because it's like, well, this guy does actually have a valid reasoning behind it. You just don't understand it because you've never tried it. But yeah, outside of that, nothing big. Shout out to my team, by the way. New Wave Gamer, Black Starfire, my AD carry. I gotta carry you. Gotta carry you in lane. A hops. Number one jungler in A, I guess. Sparta Lancer, doing the poopings, do the pooping, and then the Solaris. We gotta make the calls together. We gotta do it. We gotta carry. No, I'm just kidding. Our team is good. Our team carries each other. We listen to each other and everything. There's times where I get on people, but I mean, there's a reason why I do it. And afterwards, I take it, like, too seriously, and I should let that go myself. But yeah, if you have any questions, you can always message me. You can follow me on Twitter at duskino, duskino. You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/the.michael.han, I think was my thing. You can find me in the League of Legends Friends group. I'll post there all the time. You can find me on Reddit, duskino_. In League of Legends, I have a chat room called Duskino. You can join that. I'm in it usually, and not a lot of people are in there. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me there. You can follow me on YouTube at mrhon. Yeah, and then if you want to add me in League of Legends, just my handle's Koi, Koi. And yeah, I can tell you about almost any role. I can play them all usually. Doesn't mean I'm always right, but I play it the way I play it. So if you want me to evaluate a certain play or something like that, I can help you out. I also do League of Legends commentary. I do a lot of fighting game commentary too. I stream on twitch.tv/duskino, and if you follow me there, I'll stream a lot. Like, I'll stream games, I'll commentate them and everything. So feel free to do all of that. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, League of Legends, twitch.tv. So that's 5 things you can follow me on, and hopefully you'll watch this video. I know it's a little long, but it's the first vlog, and they've been pushing me to do something, and I wanted to put as much content in it as possible. And hopefully I'll see you next time.